Now, we're going to speak about friction. We're going to speak about two objects, two people, two places, two beings, things, anything being in the same spot, being in the same area, conducting themselves, interacting, and those things doing the same thing. And what happens when two things around each other do the same thing. Well, we all know, but I'm just kind of giving it in a different aspect now. Because you can put this in all areas of life. So, two things we all know that's doing the same thing. Whether this be to fire and fire doing the same thing cannot stay around each other because it's gonna burn out. Water and water doing, so people doing being emotional can't stay around each other for too long because it's gonna end up like wanting to blow up. Water is gonna be too much and you can't contain too much water. It's gonna end up exploding. Anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, having two hot things in the same room, it's like it's too much friction. Eventually, like somebody gotta leave or something gotta leave. Something gotta subside. That's what I'm saying. So, friction. So, there's a lot of times where, there's things out here set out for us mentally. Like, mentally, we all go through these things because people that created our concepts kind of already put themselves in these type of states of minds and things. We just are secondhand thinking it in the way we do it as we do with anything else. But, so when you have people that kind of understand or have things that's out here for us to pretty much accumulate under, as far as thought forms and stuff like that, thought frames and stuff, then this is when you understand that pretty much anytime you're dealing with something that's in the same caliber or in the same aspect as you need to know that you're automatically open to be swallowed up or swept away by the things that's been before you, okay? So whether that be an actual person before you or that mean lighter things like things that take form of, circumstance or like things that happen but it's outside of your perception. So, there's things outside of you that kind of help the interaction that make it come all whole. But anyways, now, throw up. So friction, right? So look, so anytime, that's why I said, okay, but the relationships. So there's things already set out here. So anytime you and someone else are doing the same thing, yeah, y'all might attract each other pretty early, or y'all might pretty much cling to each other early because you find somebody that you see yourself doing, right? But, like I said, we don't really know each other or know what we're supposed to do as far as internally or individually. So once that reason for why we started talking to the person, or like when that fun fades, it's almost like we start automatically being negative, right? So so uh so but we won't understand that in the first place you and that person were doing the same thing in the first place, so you should already know that it's gonna already lead to something else that's not in your favor or that person's favor, or it'll be super unbalanced. So one person will always feel like they are in a cage or something, something on that aspect. So yeah. So look. Um. So like I said, so you'll start basically when you get to that point of like things fading away, things not being as fun. You'll start interacting. If you stay on that attitude, if you stay on that motive, you'll just keep going on that train, and you'll realize, wait, these are kind of things I'm interacting with as far as my thoughts or just what happens in front of me that has already lived before me. And so it's kind of already messed up, but it's up to us to be like, okay, what the fuck? I don't know if that was a bug, man. Ain't gonna lie. But that's probably a leaf. But anyway, uh, hey man, I be scared of bugs, y'all. SpongeBob scared scarred me for life. that butterfly episode with Wormy and them. Y'all scarred me. But anyways, yeah, man, y'all don't mind that. Hey for horses, cheat. But so anytime anytime you're in the same relationship with somebody, as far as either friends, like a close friend, or a relationship with the opposite sex where y'all actually are exclusive and stuff, or even sibling relationships. You can't stay around somebody no matter how good it seems, it's all happy, it's all light, but it'll eventually, if things aren't said or things aren't understood, like I've been saying before, if things aren't understood, like for yourself, and if you're just going off of what's already in the world and what's going on in the circumstances of your mind and things in front of you, then you won't know when to kind of stop and be like, okay, well, it's me. It's just how I'm thinking. Like, nobody told me that I had to keep being like this. Why do I? It don't gotta be all light all the time. It don't gotta stay with the same rotation of those thoughts of how we first got together. Like, we can start doing other things. We don't have to stay on that same space of, what I'm saying. So, like I said, like anything, we all know, like I said, anything doing the same thing by each other is going to cause like an explosion or separation. It's going to have to go, it's going to deflect away from each other. So y'all just know that some people that you are around, that, and they don't even have to do the same. Sometimes we attract the opposite energy, like the way it looks. You would think the person that you got, right, is different. But you gotta realize that y'all came to the same spot for a reason. Y'all was in the same, just like people go to the store for a reason. Y'all in the same spot for a reason on a different level. So you always gotta look at yourself. But um, like, yeah. So it's, the moment you get into, stuff like that, then you just need to know, um, just start looking at what you actually do that can makes you comfortable, as in for your space, like truly whatever that is. When you to yourself, when it has nothing to do with the world and whatever you tied from outside to you, unless it comes from your own wisdom, your own knowledge and stuff like that. Because there's not a certain way, only how you understand it. Because for some reason, somehow, we're all in here together, so we all gonna understand the same thing. We just gonna look at it differently. But yeah, so y'all just be careful, okay, with relationships or just anything. Just know, if it's doing the same thing, and it don't gotta be the energy, it can be just the thing behind it, the spirit. Y'all probably, no, not the spirit, the the vibe. Y'all probably like try to give off the same vibe, or y'all try to push out the same motives, or push out the same actions and stuff. Whoever that is, or whatever that object is, or whatever that place that you go. If it's too many of the same things, it's gonna end up separating. So just know that, at least, so you can control it, or it will control you. All right, already, y'all. Take care with a bear.